Son, how many hours you study yesterday lah? Mom, I studied for 8 hours yesterday. You only study 8 hours yesterday, hiya. My neighbor's Totoro study for 40 hours in a single day lah. How would your life change if you're able to quit your 9 to 5 study days? Imagine having more time for friends, hobbies, and relaxation. I found a way to reclaim that, and it is all about the 4-hour study week. Now, I know that you might think this is too good to be true, but over the next few minutes, I'm going to use science, strategic techniques, and personal experiences to debunk the myth of studying hard. Using a unique adaptation from the book, The 4-Hour Workweek, I will also be sharing with you how you can achieve academic excellence and personal freedom at the same time. If you want to revolutionize your study techniques and escape the 9 to 5 study rat race, this video is specifically tailored for you. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I will be showing you how this is personally introduced in my own life and how it can be applied in yours as well. The different sections of my 4-hour study week are summarized here so you get the big picture as well. The first step of a 4-hour study week is to have a clear definition. We need to redefine what success means in studying. Traditionally, studying is mostly done by rote learning and its success is measured by the number of hours spent. You only study 8 hours yesterday, hiya. My neighbor's Totoro study for 40 hours in a single day lah. But today, we need to realize that success is no longer about the number of hours spent. It's about effective understanding, retention, and application of knowledge. Personally, I don't attend lectures because most of the time, I just see people wasting their time in class. An optimistic estimate would be about 50% focus rate. So I used a bit more brain cells to think and realized that by studying myself, a 3-hour lecture can be digested in half an hour. So it's a no-brainer which one I will choose. The key takeaway, don't let study sessions be defined by the number of hours, but the amount of work done. The second step is elimination. We need to cut out the unnecessary studying. The traditional view towards studying is to cover everything in the syllabus, attend all classes, and review all the chapters. But ask yourself this question: how many times have you been actually able to cover everything in your syllabus? Most of the time, we will be spending a lot of efforts in the first few chapters, and there we go. Exam time come, you rush the chapters, you flunk the markers, and you say your quote here. We need to actually stop associating the word comprehensive as being effective. Then you might ask, why are our notes so comprehensive? If you step in the shoes of your lecturers, you realize that they are actually being paid to do a job, and that job is to make it as comprehensive as possible so that it seems legit. But your job is to study well and get good grades, and not to become the secretary of your lecturers. Instead, I will focus on the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. By studying 20% of the topics that will provide 80% of the values in the exam, I am able to maximize my time and study efficiency. Of course, if you want to become that perfect student in the end, you are free to study more and try to reap as many marks as possible. That doesn't mean that you are the perfect kid. But never study in the chronological order at first, because that will really ruin your study efficiency. The third stage of a 4-hour study week involves automation. This stage requires us to use technology to streamline our learning process. By this, I do not mean that you open up ChatGPT to complete the assignments completely for you. Neither am I suggesting that you should outsource and get someone to write your assignments for you. Instead, what I'm saying is that we can use modern technology to make our studying process more efficient and engaging. One of the most recent inventions that benefited mankind is the rise of ChatGPT. Leveraging on AI has really impacted my studies. Whenever I have questions, I will try to actively find the answers first, so I will read my notes and clarify anything with ChatGPT and get the answer immediately. Another thing that really annoys me is taking notes. Like, oh my god, whenever I attend lectures, which I usually don't, but For the minority amount of times, I would just see people rigorously typing the notes and trying to become the secretary of the lecturers. Like, come on, don't you realize the slides are already up? Or you can find the information easily available online? Just use technology. And finally, the fourth stage, liberation. Once you define your study goals, eliminated the unnecessary, and automated the process, you are no longer bound by the tight schedule trying to study for like 40 hours a day, but instead, you're free. You're free to go anywhere you want. You study because you want to and not need to. You have the freedom to study in your own terms using a style that suits you, generating the maximum productivity. And now, imagine this is the day in life of you as a student. You wake up, you went to the gym, and you met some friends. And afterwards, you have some free time, so you decided to do some sort of light studying. And after 1 hour, you realize that you are done. And you repeat this for 4 times, and that's all the studies you need for a week. Isn't that wonderful? Alright guys, so that's pretty much the 4-step deal framework that you could start using in your life to reduce your study workload. I know that this might be a little bit daunting for some of you, especially at the start, but you have to start somewhere if you want to change your study routine. So the next time before you start studying, try to define your goals, eliminate the unnecessary, automate the study process, and finally, you will liberate yourself. I'm going to play. Bye bye. Son, I got you water. Son, why are you not studying 40 hours in a single day? Oh.